Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Wednesday, March the 20th, and welcome to our video commentary. As I've said many times before on these podcasts, as well as these videos and some of the posts that I've written, I think President Trump tweets too much. And I think the tweets often, in a sense, are counterproductive. I know what he's trying to say. I understand he wants to get around the media. I get that. He wants to demonstrate that the media is not fair to him. I get that. But I think sometimes he tweets too much, and in tweeting so much, he ends up creating a situation that is not really in his best interest. A good example of this is the tweet, this fight that he's gotten into between this lady, Mrs. Conway, and her husband, and their support or criticism of the president. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Just drop it. The situation with John McCain, drop it. Look, I was disappointed with John McCain when John McCain, at the last minute, apparently decided to vote against repeal and replace after he had ran in his own campaign to repeal and replace. So I was very disappointed with John McCain. It kept the Senate from passing that, and it literally gave, I think, the Republicans a terrible time because they couldn't campaign saying that they had kept the campaign promise to replace and repeal. So I was disappointed with John McCain too. But John McCain is dead. And it doesn't seem to me to get into any fights or get into arguments with John McCain. It's just absolutely crazy. And whatever John McCain was involved with the dossier and all of that, that's fine. I really don't know much about that. But the bottom line, McCain's a war hero. McCain is a man of tremendous reputation. And I get it that Trump and McCain don't get along, but McCain is dead. It's better just to leave it alone and move on to other issues. So President Trump tweets too much, but often what he tweets about is very much correct. And these latest tweets about Facebook and Twitter, he's exactly right. I mean, what he's saying about Facebook and Twitter is 100% correct. I mean, the fact is that Facebook and Twitter are trying to censor conservative opinion makers. There's no question about that. We did a show about this with Leslie Eastman on Tuesday. It's in the archives if you want to check it out. Facebook and Twitter have not been good or fair, I should say, to conservative opinion makers. Now, whatever they do with their personal votes, I don't care if the owner of Facebook or the owner of Twitter is a Democrat. I could care less about that, but don't pretend to be a social media network and then censor what people are writing. So the president is correct about that on those particular issues. But I really believe that he needs to tone down the tweets, and he needs to pick fights and don't get into a fight with everybody, because that's not going to do you any good. And frankly, it distracts you, or it distracts the president, I should say, from a good record. I mean, he's got a good economy. He's doing a great job with the judges. He's correct about the border. So he's got a lot of things to talk about. But getting into fights over McCain or over, this lady, Mrs. Conway, and the White House and all of that, I don't think it's doing him any. I don't think it does him any good, because all he does is projects a certain anger that I don't think does the president of the United States any good. Sometimes you just have to punt and don't shoot down. Don't get into fights with people under you. Pick your fights. And as I said before, President Trump has a good record to run on. He's got a lot he should be talking about. He should be tweeting every day about the economy, because that's a good record and a good thing to talk about. The judges, he's doing a great job. He should tweet about that. But these fights, just drop it, Mr. President. Move on. You got better things to do with your life. Well, thank you for watching. We have all of these on my blog, on Twitter, on YouTube. And if today is your birthday, have a nice day. Bye-bye, everybody.